Andrew, I'll put you in the waiting room. You can hang up if you wish to. All right. Good morning, everyone else. I'm sorry we got a little deferred there. We have somebody that was a month early, but we've got two Larkins cases. We've got two sets of defendants here. You're Cody Schatzow?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Selena Haley?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we've also got Justin Warner present.
Yes.
All right. You're each charged with non-payment of rent. Your landlord wants you to pay your rent current or to move. And so in each case, as a defendant in a landlord-tenant proceeding, including non-payment of rent, you have the following legal rights. You have the right to obtain counsel for representation in this matter. If you cannot afford an attorney, a legal aid attorney may be available to help you. You have a right to a trial by a jury or by the court, just a bench trial. If the action is for non-payment of rent, and if you are eligible for any emergency assistance, you may not need the judgment to get that assistance. The summons and complaint should be sufficient, although the state sometimes disagrees with that, DHS. At any rate, you've got the summons and complaint, which is why you're here. If the plaintiff is agreeable, the Citizens Mediation Services, Inc. may be available as a possible source of case resolution. If both parties are agreeable to mediation, the court can help facilitate that and set it up. If you do reach an agreement with the plaintiff and a consent judgment is entered by the court, you would waive the rights listed above, but have the following additional rights. The judgment could not be enforced until 3 business days had passed. If you misunderstood what you consented to or what you were waiving, your motion to set aside the judgment could be set for a hearing before the judge, me. But if the judge didn't rule in your favor, the original judgment would stand. Some of that language doesn't make much sense in the abstract, but if we get to that point, I'll explain it further. Anyway, Mr. Schatzow and Miss Haley are here. Mr. Larkins is here and Caitlin is here. What's the current arrearage?
For Cody and Selena, it is $3,935.18.
3,935
Yes,
through August.
yes.
The notice to quit was served back in early June, and rent apparently hasn't been paid since mid-April. What's your position, Miss Haley and Mr. Schatzow?
Well, the situation, I had ended up, our car broke down, and so I had to find a ride to work. We had to find a ride to work, and then our ride ended up quitting. So then we had no way to get there. And it's
all
just,
right. So it's a situation where you wish to stay there, but you just don't have the money.
yeah.
But we actually, both of us have recently been through the second steps of getting into international paper. We just have to go to IMED and do our physical.
Good. April to August is a long time to go without paying any rent. Your rent is $860 per month. And so obviously he's got his overhead and he needs either you to get paid or for you to move. The law requires that I set this for a second hearing. This is relatively new. It came during COVID, but the law requires I set this for a second hearing at least 7 days from today, which would be next Friday, August 18th. And I've got a lot in there. I started at 8:30 again. Mr. Larkins, are you available at 10:15 next Friday?
10:50. Yes, I will be on Friday. It's my anniversary. But yeah.
All right.
Birthday, too.
Well, you probably won't be going off for breakfast, so we'll set this for 10:15 on 8/18. Now, as for the tenants, the law says we get one 7-day adjournment for you to seek legal advice or other funding sources. If you don't get if they get what they asked for, I would give you until August 28th to move, or you would be subject to being evicted. Of course, on September 1st, another $860 of rent is due. He can agree to work with you to get caught up on the rent, but right now it's kind of illusory. You're not working. You may potentially have a job at International Paper, both of you. That job pays well, but you're weeks away from having your first paycheck. And he may not wish to wait that long because you got to get a paycheck. I'm sure you got a bunch of other bills. So the option will be on the 18th of August, either pay the rent or move out. He can agree to work with you to get caught up on the rent, but he does not have to. So we will discuss this further. You did a good job of logging in early. You got away from the window. I can see and hear you clearly. So we'll discuss this further next Friday at 8:15. And at that point, the number will be the same, $3,935 plus costs, which are going to be 55 and 37, 39. And then just a few days later, September's rent will be due. So you can certainly discuss this with him in the meantime, but we will make further record on this next Friday at 10:15. Are you available then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right. All right. I'll see you then. You're good to go. Hopefully you'll get in at International Paper. They're starting at about $20 an hour with overtime.
Mhm.
People are making pretty good money there. All right. You're good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
We're set for 9:15 or 10:15, but we're a little early and that's fine. We're going to return to the matter of shucks up. Scott Larkins versus Selena Haley and Cody Schotzau. Ms. Haley and Mr. Schotzau are here. Mr. Larkins and his assistant Kate are here. This is a non-payment of rent case. We determined at our last hearing on August 11th that the rent was $3,935.18 through August. And we had court costs of $55 and $37.39. Mr. Larkins, anything been paid on this?
No.
No? I should ask. Ask the person that knows all the answers. Ms. Haley and Mr. Schotzau, what's your position?
We recently filled out stuff through DHS and we're just waiting on emails back from them. They say that we qualify to get their help. I guess it's just a waiting process at this moment.
Well, I'm not sure that Mr. Larkins is even willing to participate in that. Are you?
I mean, if they had a check right here, I'd take it, but I'm not gonna trust that they'll come through. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Well, we adjourned the matter for 7 days to today. And the The amount is the same. We're still in the month of August. I'm looking for my complaint, my judgment. Rent is $860 per month. It's been some time since it's been paid. The emergency money has pretty much evaporated. And as I said last time, we're back to the days of you either pay the rent or move. Mr. Larkins has had varying degrees of success with some of these payment emergency plans. And he's gotten frustrated, but as he said, if they showed up with a check, he would accept it. The only thing that will cure this is paying the entire amount of the rent. I can't find the judgment here.
I can email over another one.
Yes, would you please?
Yes.
Well, let's put the numbers in it. The date, I mean, if we had court costs of 55 plus 37.39 is 92.93 plus 3,935.18. I know there should, but I can't seem to find it. Let me see if I got it connected to my last case. Let me look again. No, that's not it.
This is, oh, this is the receipt. Okay.
I've got one in Warner. Anyway, the total amount is $4,027.57. And that is due within 10 days.
No, never mind. I thought it was.
And that 10th day is August 28th. After August 28th, you are subject to being evicted. And the sheriff could come put your stuff out. As I mentioned earlier, the only thing that will cure it is paying the entire amount of the rent. Now my stuff's all out of order, but there we go. $4,027.57. Now, he can agree to work with you for up to 56 days to try to get the rent paid, but he doesn't have to. And already he's $4,000 behind. He has a waiting list of other people who would like to rent this apartment and pay the rent. So you need to be in the position to either vacate it or pay the rent. Are either one of you working?
We had just gone through the whole process of filling out for.
Yeah, you told me international paper. Did that pan out?
Yeah, we went to IMED and took the drug test and our physicals, and everything came back clear, and she told us she'll get a hold of us this coming week. Basically, we're in. We just have to wait for her call.
All right, well, that's months away from having enough money to pay this. You have to start, you have to work, you have to get your first checks, you have to catch up on all your other bills. My suggestion is you stay in contact with Mr. Larkins, but you either have to pay that amount or be prepared to move 10 days from now. The date for the writ is 9/7. Kayla, we couldn't find the judgment. I suspect it was here and I probably lost it, maybe attached it to something else, but I can't find it. And Lisa couldn't find it. So if you'd send us another one by email, I will sign it.
I can do that.
All right, Mr. Schultzow, Ms. Haley, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Mm-mm.
Our representative from legal aid is here if you wish to speak to her, but this is essentially just a matter of pay the rent or move somewhere else. Do you have anything else you wish to ask me?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you.